Going straight to our first story, the Ghana Bar Association says it will not hesitate to refer lawyers who misconduct themselves to General Legal Counsel for disciplinary action. The association issued the warning on Monday after two lawyers, Chachu Chikota and Gabi Asare Ochredako, were deemed to have made contemptuous comments against the judges who presided over the landmark presidential election verdict. The Supreme Court last Thursday ruled to reaffirm John Mahama as president. Chachu Chikota, who represented the NDC during the hearing, accused one of the judges, Justice Enini Yeboah, of allowing political affiliations to cloud his judgment. Gabi of the opposition New Patriotic Party said the decision of the judges was corrupt and farcical. The two have come under condemnation from other lawyers, political opponents, and leading personalities such as former President John Jokum Kufuor, a former president of the Ghana Bar Association Sam Okudzeto, and Reverend Emmanuel Asante, chairman of the National Peace Council. Shifting our focus to Boko, some NDC youth in the municipality in the Upper East region yesterday massed up in front of the Boko police station, demanding the release of 5 people picked up by police following shootings there Sunday night. The youth say they intend staying there for up to 24 hours if their colleagues are not released. Albert Surrey reports from Boko. We'll be trying to get to Albert's story later, but moving on, authorities of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology are training alternate staff to handle biometric registration of students as lecturers continue their strike. The registration of the students, which is normally conducted by the lecturers, was originally scheduled for Monday, but had to be postponed to Wednesday to allow management to train other non-teaching staff on how to use biometric equipment for registering students. On 16th August 2013, just a few days into the 2013-2014 academic year, the Federation of Universities Senior Staff Associations of Ghana, FUSAG, declared strike. FUSAG, which comprises the country's public universities, withdrew their services to, among other things, protest delay in the payment of their interim market premium arrears for 2012 and 2013. The premium is paid to retain their interest. Moving our attention to Kokobite, it seems the people of Kokobite will have to endure the unpleasant smell emanating from a decaying whale for a while longer as fisher folks put together items needed to perform traditional rituals. The head fisherman, Ne Asase Aiche, tells Joy News until those rites are performed, the dead whale will not put.
The dead whale has been at the shore since 1 p.m. Sunday, according to eyewitnesses. The fisher folks have fastened it to a coconut tree with a rope in order to prevent the dead mammal from being washed away. They are preparing to perform the rites they deem important.
Well, Kenya fe kusumeta nye ba berry alo nye ba hani fa akelaya.
Ka ke afe kusun atan wuji ni o mi aba lo wuji en fen ni ka lo wuji en aba magba alo aba matun ale na ba wo mi da fie sana ayele mpa lo afe kusun ale.
The mammal has already started decaying. The head is almost off from the body. The smell very unpleasant. Libation has already been poured, but the fisher folks are waiting to perform more rituals before they remove the animal from the sea. They see this as a blessing.
It is not clear how long the whale has been dead or what might have caused it. However, Deputy Director of Veterinary Services and Aquatic Animal Specialist, Dr. Peter Zida, explains several possible factors could have been responsible.
Scientific studies have shown that aging, just like we all grow old and die, 2, diseases, and the diseases could be varied, either parasites, how do you call it, bacteria, fungus, and viral, and even some of the internal diseases. Some of them get stranded. And this stranding at times doesn't happen just like that. It may happen because of some disorientation as a result of maybe water not good for it, or this environment not very good for it.
Dr. Azida says coming into contact with dead whales could be dangerous to human health.
Whales have been known to carry a bacteria called brucellosis. So most people who are getting here, especially when it's still fresh, when you're going to touch it, make sure that you don't have any wounds on your fingers, because by the blood of the whale entering into your wound, you may be infected with the brucellosis. This is a bacteria that we find normally in the milk of animals. When it affects the animals, for the female animals, what happens is that they have early abortion. But for men, it could be with you for years, you might not know.
One would expect that the area would be cordoned off by authorities in charge of marine life, considering the possible health hazards the decaying whale poses to locals. However, health experts are yet to make appearance at the scene after more than 24 hours. The absence of these boundaries mean onlookers, including children, are able to get close to the decaying carcass at the shore. Sources at the Fisheries Commission have indicated they lack the capacity to monitor the shoreline to quickly respond to such situations. There also seems to be poor coordination between the Commission and the Games and Wildlife Commission, who should be on top of such issues.
7 passengers died at dawn yesterday when a tipper truck collided head-on with a Mercedes-Benz bus at the Dwampompo barrier on the Kumasi-Konongo Highway. 5 of the passengers died on the spot and 2 others died on the way to the Konongo and Ejisu government hospitals. According to the commander of the Konongo Divisional Motor Traffic and Transport Unit, DSP Augustine Mensah, the crash occurred at the Dwampompo barrier, which is a single lane. The bus was supposed to give way to the tipper truck, but because the driver was speeding, he could not stop in time for the tipper truck to cross. 7 more people are in critical condition, and the driver of the Benz bus sustained head injuries. The Ministry of Transport signed an agreement with China Shipbuilding and Offshore International Company Limited for the construction of a Volta Lake transport system. The $14 million project will consist of 2 major ports and 18 landing sites to facilitate transport within the Volta region.
The transport lane will be constructed with a loan facility from the China Development Bank. Speaking at the signing ceremony in Accra, Eric Kwekuyaboy, Managing Director of Volta Lake Transport Company Limited, said the project will bring about tremendous growth in the country's transport system. The $314 million project is expected to commence soon within a 4-year term. The project will consist of 2 major ports, the northern and southern sectors, as well as 18 landing sites to facilitate transport.
This is to take advantage of the potential traffic from Tema Port to our neighboring countries, as well as even containerized traffic to the northern reaches of our country. All these would be built at Akosombo Port. There will be a floating dock that is huge enough to receive the capacity. There would be a fuel tanker built to supply the outlying stations with fuel. Also to be built would be 3 patrol boats to assist in any emergencies along the lake.
Minister of Transport Jifa Ativo said the project would facilitate the export of products to other regions and is expected to provide jobs for people in the country.
We want to make sure that development gets to every corner of Ghana, irrespective of one's geographical location. That is why we are working on this project to improve upon the services that are provided on the Volta Lake. Because currently it is difficult to connect from one section to the other. But I believe strongly that once we complete this project, it will improve upon the transportation on the lake.
And in the news, let's recap our headlines following controversial comments from two renowned lawyers on the election petition verdict. The Ghana Bar Association says it will refer errant lawyers to the Legal Council for discipline. Boko youth mass up at police station demanding the release of 5 people arrested following shootings in the municipality. And the decaying whale on the Kokobite beach reveals operational shortcomings of the Games and Wildlife Commission. My name is Gladys Osei Oreju. I brought you the AM News. Have a lovely day.